Hopefully this works. Some technical difficulties going on. I'm also on TikTok Live. I hope. I hope. I don't see it on my phone. I don't see it on my phone, which is weird. So I have to see what's up. It might be that I also have to download TikTok Live from, for the screen. But for those of y'all checking me out on YouTube, dale. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están, mi gente? ¿Cómo están? I'm here. Let's see. TikTok, can you see me from here or not? Let me know in the comments if you can see me from here because I can't access the live through my phone. I'm trying to get everything to work here. This is the first time that I'm doing a multi-stream YouTube and TikTok. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to do right now. All right. Let's see, multi-stream chat. I see here YouTube. Yeah, I'm testing new systems out. So I need to see whether this is working or not. So please, if you're watching me from TikTok in the chat, let me know. Let me know if you can see me or not. That'd be pretty important to know. See, yeah, I can't even open that. Interesting. Okay. So, Roderick, can you hear me? Can you see me? Great content, man. Hope you see you around the world. Oh, okay. So it looks like y'all can see me. Y'all can hear me. I can't see you because obviously I'm seeing it right through my own screen right here. I don't have anyone from YouTube. Interesting. Okay. So not anyone from YouTube. All right. Dímelo, mi gente. ¿Cómo están? Make sure you're tapping the screen in front of you. This is the kind of a weird one. We got like about a 30-minute show here for today. Just gonna go watch the World Cup at home. Oh, you can see me here, not clear. Perfect. We are at 999 subscribers on YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you could be number 1,000. I can't confirm who's number 1,000, but you can go right ahead and subscribe. You will be number 1,000. We are at 999, and it's a pretty look. I think I've been in my fields the whole day. Hey, bro, YouTube, right here. Okay, perfect. So YouTube is on and TikTok is on. All right. So I'm a bit in my fields. Today was my last day with my employer. It was a contract. Fortunately, the money wasn't there to extend me. It is what it is. No hard feelings. I've been in this industry 10 years. It's like that sometimes. Up and down, up and down. All right. So no hard feelings there, right? Great organization I worked with. They were fantastic people. Like I have no regrets, none of that. So it's interesting that, today being the last day, I'm at 999 YouTube subscribers. I need one more to hit the 1,000. Of course, I'm still needing to pick up the 3,000 watch hours. So I need to create more content, I know. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Damn, Real Madrid versus Man City. I know, right? What a hell of a matchup there for the Champions League. So, in the meantime, mi gente, this is Travel Football Fan. I'm helping fans save money and travel to 2026 FIFA World Cup. This is going to be like a 30-minute show. I'm happy to answer questions in the chat. All right? Happy to answer, questions on the YouTube chat as well and TikTok. So, this is the first time we're doing a multi-stream on YouTube and TikTok, which is amazing. I mean, trying to upgrade on the gear and everything. So we'll have to see what happens from there. So feel free to ask me anything. There's a 30-minute show. I'll talk a little bit about my plan moving forward from today, considering that I'm now losing full-time employment. I'm going to go back down to just earning, what I earn from soccer coaching. And then that's that. I'm not ignoring you, Roger. I see you. I'm just setting up the chat here because this is going to be going up on the YouTube channel. And so I want people to understand what these next 30 minutes are going to be so that way I don't waste people's time. So, yeah. Do I play Sunday League? No. I don't play Sunday League. I coach youth soccer. I should play. And I do want to play more Sunday League for sure. Will Trump's deportation process lead to improvements in the Central American national teams? Could. But then again, if you see a lot of the dual nationals, right, they are better because they're playing here in the States. So it's not like I want these kids to be deported along with their parents, I don't want that for them. So So yeah, Whole Foods, great food. Great because it is actually better quality. And with that, wow, this quick, not even 5 minutes, we have hit 1,001 subscribers. So let this video be a thank you all. Thank you so much, because I think at the beginning of this month we were like at 400. I think the fact that we hit 1,000 is amazing. It's amazing. There we go. So we got the notifications here coming in. Notifications coming in as to who has subscribed. Omar Cabral. So Omar Cabral, you might have been number 1,000 or you might have been 1,001. I don't know. It's not, there's a mini feed over here in my Streamlabs screen. So Omar Cabral, you might have been number 1,000. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. You might have been 1,001. So if there's another pop-up, we can confirm that, which one was which. So bueno, ahí llegamos a los 1,000. I still am not monetized on YouTube, right? I still have to get the 4,000 watch hours to go. I think at last check yesterday, we were at 694 public watch hours. We need to get to 4,000. So a lot more to be watched. That is for sure. Yep, and it's updated. That's what we need to hit now. We need to hit the 4,000 watch hours. And we have 3 months because one of the first videos I posted was back in April. So I will lose some of those hours. So we need to go. We need to speed it up, basically. I need to create more content. But it is difficult. Let me see. Some other quick questions here. I want to say, I just want to say they seem like a seriously nice person. Thank you for helping me. Yeah, hey, look, listen. Today, I will admit, it's been a bit of a down day for me. All right, last day of employment. Like I said, full-time employment. I still got my soccer coaching, but, it's not going to be enough, obviously, to cover the bills and everything. So, now I'm going to really lean in to build out Travel Football Fan to that next level, to get it ready for 2026. And so, yeah, it's I'm a little bit in the feels. This tragedy that happened here, like literally 15 minutes away from me with this airplane crash. There's just a lot of things going on, a lot of turbulence going on. And so just trying to keep, myself level-headed and whatnot. So I really do appreciate y'all's patience with some of the content. It has been political, for sure. A lot of the content has been political because a lot of the important decisions coming up for the 2026 World Cup that will make it successful or not, unfortunately, do require political intervention. So I appreciate y'all as I navigate this space, One of the questions here is, what happened to your job? Well, I work in civil rights advocacy work, and so it was a contract position, and so my job was mostly for the 2024 elections. I'm actually very, very lucky to have one of these few jobs that allowed my contract to end today as opposed to last year. So I got some extra cash without having really to do much extra except some reports. But yeah, it was just a contract, and unfortunately, it could not be extended. Lack of funds or, just they were not planning to extend this position. And so that's where we're at. And so I am a nonprofit professional civil rights advocate by trade. And so, now trying to look for work there, which you would assume there'd be plenty considering what's going on in D.C. But it's not always as straightforward as that. Okay. But yeah, so that's what happened to my job. So yeah, here, mi gente, I'm just going to be asking, I'm going to be answering questions here and there. Try to, for those of you that are watching on YouTube, you started the video and you're like, oh, okay, so is this going to be anything informative for the World Cup? Not necessarily. I might be able to answer some questions here and there, but just consider this more as a get to know me type of video. I'm asking folks to please just submit your questions, ask anything about me, obviously within reason, and then I'll go ahead and answer them accordingly. So I wanted to do this initial stream as let us get to 1,000. And we did hit the 1,000. We're at 1,001 subscribers. So thank you all so much, okay? A lot of blabbing around in the first 10 minutes, and I got about 20-ish to go before I got to go pick up my wife from work. So, you're praying for me. Hey, man, appreciate that. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. No, I really, really do appreciate that a lot, okay? TED Talk, how we doing? I hope I'm looking good. I hope y'all are enjoying the live. I don't know how many people are on right now because, again, I'm doing this multi-stream YouTube and TikTok. So, yeah. Are prices for local buyers in Mexico going up as well for tickets or what specifically, Samuel? Because I did make a video earlier this week about how On Location jumped the price of the hospitality tickets by 60%. I was supposed to have a conversation with someone from On Location this week, and I'm sure they're busy, they're doing their thing. But I really want to ask them, like, hey, what explained that 60% jump? If it was the demand, then basically we're having dynamic pricing happening with the hospitality tickets, which of course is concerning because we're assuming that Ticketmaster's not going to sell the tickets for the 2026 World Cup, unlike how they're doing right now for the 2025 Club World Cup. So obviously the concern is that if indeed Ticketmaster sells for the World Cup, I mean, that is going to price out a lot of fans. On top of already some of the many issues that we're facing already for the World Cup, if there is dynamic pricing for the 2026 World Cup via Ticketmaster, man, I'm going to have a tough time trying to tell y'all, go spend your money on that, right? I might have just signed up Travel Football Fan to go for the 2030 World Cup instead, where you might see a lot more price control. So, yeah, it just really depends. This could be the best World Cup or the worst. I think that's a fair sentiment, to be honest. Right now, it ain't looking so hot. I think we can be totally honest about this, and at least as a Latino content creator, it does not feel like the vibes are off, man. And I get it, a lot of it's my personal bias, my own political beliefs and everything, but man, the vibes are just not there. Now, do I think that this World Cup is still going to happen? Yes. There's too much money involved, too many commercial interests involved to pull this World Cup out of the U.S. But as Oski's mentioning, the vibes, right? Are we gonna have a World Cup? It's just like everyone's at the stadium and that's it. We're not really having fans from around the world over here celebrating. Like, it's just gonna be weird, man. Right now, it feels weird for sure. I agree. Hopefully, it will get better. Hopefully, a lot of these issues get resolved. But I think we're really facing a lot of cynicism, and we're facing a lot of what's the word? I'm losing my train of thought, but like we're just like not treating each other kindly, not treating each other with respect, and it's sad. It's sad to see how it is right now. Damn, los huevos are hella expensive. The eggs are hella expensive. I agree. And so, we also have to be paying attention to things like the economy, right? If the economy is not doing so hot right now, right, or if it gets worse, then how are people even going to afford tickets for the World Cup? I know I saw a lot of comments from a lot of people saying, oh, well, you know what? Screw these foreign fans. If they ain't going to come here, then I'll go buy the tickets. Bro, do you even have the money for those tickets? Right? Like, if you're saying you're going to go buy the tickets, bro, I did not know you had a stash in the backyard to buy up everyone else's World Cup tickets. Like, that's why you're following me, right? So, yeah, I would be very surprised if things do get worse, if the vibes are not there, if the economy gets worse, which is why there's a lot. That's why we do need to interject things like politics into this. Then how successful is this World Cup going to be? It might sell the tickets. They might sell the tickets. But it's definitely not going to be a Qatar vibe. Or maybe some cities, like Ciudad de Mexico, might be able to make the World Cup feel like a World Cup. But then again, Mexico City's only hosting 5 games, I think. Mexico's only hosting 13 in total. Canada is only hosting 13 in total. So which of the U.S. cities are going to have those vibes? They're going to be amazing. That's the problem there, right? Is there a deadline for volunteering for the World Cup? I believe so. And remember, right now it's for the Club World Cup that they're signing up people for volunteering for that tournament, okay? I believe it's at the end of next month, but I did share a timeline on my website, I believe. I shared it, or I shared the link where you can sign up to volunteer, TravelFutbolfan.com. You want to go to my website, go to FIFA Tournaments, and then click Club World Cup. There you'll have the application to be able to apply to become a volunteer, and then good luck. Good luck and see what happens. The only thing I will pay for will be Peacock. Yeah, right? Like, Netflix going up in price, Hulu going up in price. Like, damn, all these things are going up in price, right? So, this is the time now to start budgeting. If you're not budgeting your money, start budgeting your money for sure. What are the benefits of the hospitality package thing? So the benefit is you get a guaranteed ticket automatically, right? You're not having to wait for the lottery later on this year, right? For the first sales space process, or for the open sale by FIFA. So that's the advantage. You get the ticket. You're guaranteed in. Of course, the negative is you're paying a hell of a high price, especially for these Mexico games. Oye, they increased that price 60% from literally less than a week. So if you're considering hospitality, talk with On Location and tell them, hey man, Travel Football Fan said, yo, you put prices. This was the price 1 week, and then the next week you jumped at 60%. So demand some action. Try to get yourself a discount, because I'm trying to get y'all a discount, but they're not really talking to me right now. And again, with all respect, I know that they're busy, they're doing their sales and everything, but you have the power of the purse. You're the one that can easily tell them, yo, I will swipe this credit card for these tickets, but you need to give me a discount. They might. I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm just saying it's possible that they give you that discount, right? Because again, you have the power of the purse, of the credit card. They want your money. So that's one of the advantages. Of course, the other advantages with hospitality, you get a nicer seat. Technically speaking, you get premier food and drink. You get to chill with the upper tiers of society, I guess. Put it that way. So you get a better overall game day experience compared to everybody else. That's basically the advantages of hospitality. We will just wear the jersey and stand outside the stadium to hear the games. I hope not. I hope that y'all can get to some of these games, of course. And of course, there will be the fan festivals and everything going on. So we'll see what happens. You think these tickets are going to get scalped? So technically, FIFA said you can't scalp them. I know that it's always happened in previous tournaments. Here's the thing about scalping. You're probably going to pay a higher price for a scalp ticket than you might have with a hospitality ticket. Again, I'm going to repeat that. You might pay a higher price for a scalp ticket, which would more than likely be a basic seat, than if you would have paid for a hospitality package of about the same price and you had better perks. So, if you don't want to do hospitality, then what I need you to do is do not panic buy when the game gets closer, and then pay maybe even more for a regular seat than you would have if you would have paid hospitality. Does that make sense? Please let me know in the chat. YouTube and TikTok. Please let me know in the chat if that makes sense. When our tickets going on sale, I've made plenty of videos about this. The latest update, I probably should make another one just to update people. It more than likely will be October to November 2025. That's when we're looking at, okay? October to November 2025. So we'll have to wait and see. That will be the first phase, which is usually the blind phase, which basically means you don't know who, you don't know who's playing in what game. You're just buying a ticket to a game. You get to pick the game, right? Say you want to go to the semifinal in Atlanta. You get to purchase that ticket, but obviously you don't know which teams are playing there. Or even a group stage ticket in Atlanta. Again, you don't know which teams are playing. That would be the first phase. Again, this is assuming if FIFA will do the same thing, right? That it will do the same thing as it has done in previous tournaments, okay? So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. All right, resales when tickets are out. What do you mean? Boca first team to sell out for Club World Cup. That is correct. Boca Juniors has sold its full allotment of tickets for its fans. So that indeed has happened. Una cosa increíble del Boca Juniors. So you believe the best bet is hospitality tickets? Again, I believe the best bet is hospitality if you want to guarantee yourself the ticket and you do not want to go through the stress of the application process and then the open sales process. The negative is you're paying a boatload of money. That's the negative part. So you have to weigh your options. If your dream is to just go to 2 Mexico games and you want to go to the inaugural, more than likely, the inaugural is going to, like Mexico. Okay, let me back up. The Mexico games are going to be high demand, regardless. High demand. The hospitality packages basically guarantees you the ticket, but it's expensive. You can then go and instead wait until the first sales phase comes out. The advantage there is you're not paying a boatload of money, but you might not get a ticket. Please let me know if that makes sense in the chat. Okay? Okay, understood. I'm a Dallas resident. Is there like better odds for me to get tickets for games in Dallas? We don't know that yet. We don't know if, we know, assuming that we do the same thing we did in Qatar, FIFA gave dibs to Qataris for tickets. They gave them first dibs. Assuming we will have that again, it will be the same case for US, Canada, Mexico. They wouldn't be able to granularly go down to Dallas because then how do you determine who lives in Dallas? Right? Especially Dallas because they got Arlington, Fort Worth, and all them suburbs. So, you see what I mean? So, more than likely, Americans, Canadians, and Mexicans will have first dibs on these tickets. But again, we don't have details on how that's going to work out. Gonna go to Mexico first group stage, and when they reach the World Cup final, dale. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, Nathan. So, how many tickets are usually for sale during the first lottery phase? Good question. I don't have numbers on that. All of the games would be available. Yes. So that second question I can answer. All games would be available for sale. Okay. As to the number of tickets, I don't know. I don't know how many tickets would be available. Okay. Do I need to sign up for anything at the moment to get notifications on when the sales start? Yes. FIFA.com/tickets. Create your account. Create your FIFA ID. That is important for y'all. Get that out the way. Okay. All games are going to be the same price. Group stage will be the same price except for the inaugural. Inaugural will be more expensive. All group stage, same price. Round of 32 will have one price, one series of prices. Round of 16 will have its own series of prices. Quarters, semis, and then the final. That's at least how it's broken down in Qatar, but also that's how it was broken down in the 2018 FIFA bid book about those prices. Okay? My uncle already got a suite at whichever games are at SoFi. Woof! Damn, Josh! You want to send me an invite? Congrats, bro. Hey, that's dope as hell, man. That's dope as hell. That is dope as hell, man. Yeah, enjoy the World Cup and a suite. Damn, man. That's amazing. Listen, I know that suites, experiencing soccer like that, is not for everyone's cup of tea. That's totally fine. But I'm all about making sure that if you're able to afford it, or if you can get yourself into one of them suites, enjoy the luxury life. Okay, my wife and I, we've flown in business class flights. When we went to the Qatar World Cup, we flew on Emirates business class to and from. We have flown on Emirates first class. We've flown on Japan Airlines business class. Like, we've flown multiple airlines as business class products. And I'm all about y'all enjoying at least once hospitality, or like a first class type of experience. Because you know what, especially for Latinos and other people of color that for the most part we're not in those spaces. If you can afford it, you can finesse it. Dale, papi. Like, enjoy your time. So that's what's up. I don't know what's going to happen to the suites in Akron, BBVA, and Azteca. Right now, they're not on sale by On Location. So, Vicente, I'm paying attention to that. No estoy seguro por qué no tienen los suites a la venta en este momento. Bueno, a lo menos la persona que estoy en contacto con On Location no me ha dicho exactamente por qué no están a la venta. Me imagino que están tratando de organizar cómo lo van a vender. Pero sí, es un tema interesante. Tengo que ver más. Tengo que averiguar. Primero que todo, tengo que tener esa conversación con esa persona para ver exactamente qué es lo que va a pasar con la venta de los suites para los estadios en México. So, again, we just have to wait and see what's going to happen with the sales of those suites for the Mexico matches. Is it a gamble to buy tickets before knowing the groups? Okay, so this is a question from YouTube, from Eli. So, a gamble only if you want to follow a specific team, right? If you're looking to follow a specific team, then yes, it's a gamble, right? But say you don't care who plays, you just want a ticket to a game, then it's not a gamble, right? Remember, mi gente, that the so-called worst games on paper end up being the best games. What was one of the best games of the World Cup last time in Qatar? Serbia, Cameroon, right? Wasn't that like a 3-1 and then Cameroon came back 3-3? That was a crazy game, wasn't it? But there you go. Sometimes some of these games that are written off on paper end up being the best games. So Yeah, that's how I would see it. When do tickets sell? Again, October to November 2025. I'm just gonna do a video like that, and maybe that will help me get like 1,000 watch hours. I should do another video about that. So you got the hospitality package. Would there be a way for me to secure more than just one ticket? You got the hospitality package, or you just put the $500 deposit? Because remember, these hospitality packages, the cheapest package or the cheapest product of the Pavilion package, or excuse me, of the Follow Your Team series right now is 10,000. Watching, excuse me, they increased the price almost $15,000. So pay attention to that. How much are Champions League final tickets? If you know, I don't know, Alexis. Sorry, I don't really follow Champions League like that. To travel to Champions League. Maybe that's kind of an expansion, potential expansion for Travel Football Fan. So yeah, I don't know how much those tickets will be. Dale, Ivan, you just register your interest. Dale. All right, let's double check right here, right quick, as we are approaching the end of the show. We've got about like 5 minutes or so left. We are at 1,001 subscribers. So again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Really, really, really appreciate it. Me salió el gallo ahí. We still got to hit the 4,000 watch hours, which means I have to create the content, and I ask that you folks watch the content. We are at 694 public watch hours, so we got some ways to go. But I would say we're about what, like 18% of the way. Okay, I mean we're getting there. But yeah, we just got to go quick. Bought 4 round of 16 tickets for Qatar 2022 before groups were announced. Got lucky. I got to see Argentina, Portugal, France, Switzerland, and Brazil. Dale. So that's what will happen, right? That if you do buy them in that blind period, right, in that first sales phase, you can if you're aiming for the knockout rounds, that's when I would do it. Aim for the knockout rounds. You see that you're gonna get these types of quality games playing, then you're gonna be good in that regard. So yeah, I would say that's how you would do it. I would say that's how you do it. All right. Aaron, I was considering getting the following your team hospitality package for Mexico, but after reports broke out this week that they jumped to 13, 14K, yeah, not dropping a bag for that. No, and listen, I agree. Let me see what I can. If the people on location, get in touch with me, I'll see what I can do. I can't promise anything, but yeah, I agree. It's wild to jump the price 60% like that unannounced. Because then they're basically admitting, oh shit, dynamic pricing, right? It's like, yo, everyone's calling for this. Increase the price now. Like, no, you can't do that to fans. I completely agree with you. And it's the pavilion product of the Follow Your Team package. To me, I was not convinced by the pavilion product. Okay? You're not really giving me, like, put it this way. Is that product gonna make me feel like I spent $15,000 well? I was not convinced about that. A suite, I can see it. A VIP lounge, I can see it. Right? I can see that. I can see, okay, if I do the math on a 4-game series package, I say I spent $3,000. I get parking. I get a gift. I get Hennessy. I get chef-curated meals. Like, yeah, I can see the value of that. But a pavilion, I'm not convinced. So, Aaron, good job on holding on to your money. Let's just wait and see, all right? But good stuff. I mean, you can always buy the games through the first sales phase and trade them, right? For games or be by the name. Yeah, you can, right? You can exchange them in the FIFA resale market once they do open that as well. Correct. Hey, I would like to send you an Atlas Guadalajara jersey. How can I make that happen? Vicente, feel free to email me, TravelFutbolfan.com. I really appreciate that, Vicente. Really appreciate that. But yeah, feel free to email me. Okay. You can check out my contact information there on my TikTok as well. So no, that's great. Great. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Hoping for FIFA to sell tickets directly like in 2018, 2022. Hate dynamic pricing. I agree. If FIFA decides to do a dynamic price sale, a dynamic sale of these tickets, then we are going to completely, we're going to price out a lot of fans. Brenda, thank you. I'm on the second phase of FIFA Volunteer. Second phase? Oh, so you made a second round? Yo, hey, congrats on that. What do I think of Duran? John Duran going to Saudi? Get your bag, homie. You 21. Make your money. Get that generational wealth going, fam. Get that money. Yo, Colombia will bring you onto the national team eventually. You're playing with Ronaldo. You good, bro. Get your money. You're unfortunately with soccer players, like I mean, with any athlete, you're one injury away from not making the bag. Get your bag, bro. He grew up in Envigado, fam. Like I mean, his like I don't think he grew up like rich. If he didn't grow up rich, get that bag, secure your family, bro. Like seriously, get that generational wealth, bro. That's what you play. That's what you fought for. You know, you'll be back in Europe. Trust me, man. You'll be back in Europe. He's 21. He plenty of time. Get your bag, Duran. She. So what exactly does the $500 deposit guarantee you for the hospitality package? Is there any? It guarantees you priority access, meaning like they're gonna call you, or you probably should just go ahead and call them, and see what you can get. Right now, they're only selling the packages for multiple games. They're not selling them for single games. So that just basically gains you access to the line. The only reason why they're on sale right now is that they're on sale for season ticket holders of the MLS teams of those cities. So that's why you're like, wait a minute, so what access did I get? Because I haven't been called for access yet. Well, that's what it is. They're talking to the season ticket holders first, and then they're going to move on from there. Aaron, I'm struggling to come up with a strategy. Would appreciate a video over pros and cons with different ticket strategies, like following a group or picking a different host city to plan around. So, Aaron, I actually did make a video breaking down the hospitality packages. It's under the lives instead of the videos. It's under lives. And the reason why I did it was because I was reading through the brochure of the on-location hospitality package. So go check that one out. Let me know if that works. Let me know if that answers your questions. And if it doesn't, I'll go ahead and consider, creating that type of video. So yeah, we'll see how we do with that, okay? All right, mi gente, on cue. Gotta do my husband duties right now. And go on with the rest of my day. I got coaching later on today as well. So I'll leave it with this. Thank you so much for joining here tonight. All right. We hit the 1,000. We hit the 1,000, mi gente. Thank you. Travel Football Fan will continue. We are basically going to be coaching and leaning in on this big time. We got less than 500 days to go for 2026. That means I got 500 days to really make this thing take off to the moon. So with that, mi gente,